of Jackson's career. And welcome to Go for the Pen. Um, I'm King V.
That you are.
I would say something a lot ruder than what I was gonna say. But of course, as always, I'm here with Mike. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be good.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
Very interesting night, but we'll get to that towards the end of the show,
Woo.
later on. But yeah, overall I'm good, can't complain. Wrestling this week was for the most part.
It happened.
Yeah, it happened. It did happen.
Wrestling happened this week.
Yeah. But other than that I'm good.
Okay. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead, put 10 on 20 and get to the show. So, we're going to start off with Raw.
Yes.
Raw's actually started off with Seth Rollins, I guess, with this whole goodbye, Rey Mysterio thing. And, of course, like we've all predicted it was just one of those regular, I'm the Monday Night Messiah, I hurt your eye, and it's time for you to retire. Wahaha. Yeah, I didn't really care for the segment.
You didn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I feel like we got way too much Seth Rollins. I do remember that. I feel like we got way too much Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was on for about 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45.
Okay, I think I just lost myself. What just happened here?
The fuck?
Interesting. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can you guys hear me? Am I live here?
I can hear you. You're live. That was live.
They can't. Okay, but they can't see me. But they can hear me.
I can see you.
You can see me, but they can't see me. I can see what they can see right now, and they can't see me.
Oh, okay, great.
Very interesting here. We're live.
Yeah.
This is a live broadcast.
Live. Fuck it. Oh, look, I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, I really am trying to figure out what's going on here. My computer seems to have froze. But
it was the hacker.
This happens. What was I saying about Seth Rollins?
There was too much Seth Rollins. He was on for 45 minutes.
He was on for 45 minutes. Yeah, the opening segment was Seth Rollins. And then they had the match with, I think it was Seth Rollins.
And Aleister Black.
Oh, am I back? Am I back? Oh, I'm back.
Okay, you're back now. I can't see you.
You can't see me. Ah, man, we're having all of these live problems. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right.
Okay, I can see you now.
I should be back. I think they can see me too. Yeah, they can see me too.
All right.
Yeah. We're good. We apologize. This is live, as I keep mentioning.
And uncensored.
Yeah. Okay.
Sponsored by Crown Apple.
Overall, I mean, I thought the match was okay. I didn't have a problem with the match.
The match wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. Too much Seth Rollins for me.
It was way too much Seth. It was way too much Seth Rollins. I was like, can you turn that down, please? Like, turn Seth Rollins down real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that match, we had Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews for the United States Championship. Great promo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Both of them. I guess Kevin Owens is in the part of his career where he's building up new stars.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it because that match, actually, I enjoyed that match until the double disqualification.
Right.
And then,
yeah.
My bad.
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
No, because I was saying something. I thought I cut you off.
No.
But it was until the double disqualification. I was like, oh my God, let it go. And then we got Apollo and Kevin versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Latinos out there. Viva la Panama. Anyway, and Angel Garza with Zelina Vega,
Yeah.
of course, as always. Um, I like this match. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Um. I mean, so with Kevin Owens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing with Kevin Owens. He beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, right? And then he is off television, right? I don't know if he was. I think they're going with he was hurt, or maybe he really was. I don't know.
I mean, he jumped off the top of the Titan
that was crazy, crazy spot.
I mean,
but anyway, he's back now, and I feel like he's, like you said, he's kind of like putting over other talent, and it's like, okay, when is Kevin gonna get a real opportunity to show that he can be one of the top guys there? I mean, I just feel like it's always Kevin getting old but so close, and then they just like, you know, push him back down. And as a Kevin Owens fan, it sucks, you know what I mean? Because you really do. He's so talented, and I feel like he could really be one of the top guys there. I don't feel like they have that faith in him. I feel like they never really had that faith in him.
Do you think that it'll be best for him to go back to NXT?
I mean, that's an interesting question, maybe. But look at someone like Finn Balor. I mean, Finn Balor went back there, and he's kind of like lost in the shuffle. So I don't know. I don't know what can be done for Kevin Owens right now, to be honest. I feel like the company needs to have faith in him for anything really to happen, you know?
Because Kevin Owens is good at what he does.
He's great at what he does, to me. You know,
he can talk. He can go in the ring, especially for a guy his size, represented for the big boys.
Yeah,
and it's like, I guess if like, because you know Vince has this fetish for big muscular men.
Always.
And it's like if you don't fit that aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what to do with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that just goes to show how, once again, as I've said previously on the show and other shows that me and you've done, Vince is out of touch. And it's time for him to step down and fire Kevin Dunn, because I hate him, just off GP. And
you're not alone in that statement, by the way.
But seriously, I think it's time. Like, cause it's just time. I don't mind like the building new stars. I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Especially having Kevin putting over Angel. Was it Angel? Yeah. Angel and Apollo. I don't have a problem with that. But my whole thing is, so what's next for you? Are you going to be doing the job for the rest of your career?
And that's what I'm afraid of.
You're too talented for that. Talented for that. Yeah. Sorry. But next on this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you a question. Do you think that Kevin Owens would be better going to AEW if his contract runs up? Do you think that would be better for him?
Not gonna lie, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't know. Because, for most people, WWE is that company.
Of course.
And when you really think about it, but now that AEW is here, they have competition. As much as they don't like to acknowledge it, but copy off some of the things that they do, they have the competition that's there.
Yeah.
And I think once the crowds come back and stuff like that, and AEW is in here for maybe another, I'll give it a year, because I wouldn't say that the Wednesday night war thing is going to happen now. I think because the internet pushed that a little too early.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a significant change within AEW that sets it apart from WWE. and pushes it, elevates it, which will make WWE actually try.
I could see that, but
that's my prediction.
Yeah, I could see that. But as far as the Wednesday night wars are concerned, yes, the internet pushed it. Not gonna lie, I agree with you on that. WWE also added fuel to that fire. You know what I'm saying? So like so now all of a sudden you guys want to go live on Wednesday night after AEW announced that they're gonna go live on Wednesday nights. It seemed, and then they went on, I believe they went on like 2 weeks before AEW or something like that, just because they could.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So let's not just act like this was just some like fabricated internet war.
Oh no, I'm just saying for the most part, WWE was the ones that were dragging it like for real.
Yeah.
And you know, WWE of course was just like, ooh, we have got excuse me. Crown Royal. WWE just kind of pushed it a little too much to the point that you're trying too hard. Now, granted, if they were going to put a show on Wednesday night to go after AEW, NXT was the right show.
Yeah, I agree. Because
you're going to put Raw on Wednesday. No.
You're not going to do that.
You're not going to put SmackDown on Wednesday. No. What, main event? Does that still come on? 205 Live?
I think it does. I think it does still come on.
But regardless of that, I think Kevin Owens is going to be okay.
Same.
Eventually. Mm-hmm. But to move on, the next segment. Street Profits and the Viking Raiders in bowling. Hated it. Next.
Okay.
I hate the. Oh my God. I hate these segments. Really I hate these segments. And it is not for the fact that I find the Street Profits very entertaining.
Yeah. You don't like the Viking Raiders? Warriors? Whatever we calling them now?
The Street Profits. I find them very entertaining.
Yeah.
But at the same time, these segments are like nails scratching on a chalkboard. I've gotten to the point where this is too much, okay? And this is another thing. Vince doesn't like tag team wrestling anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he doesn't like tag team wrestling.
Vince is always kind of like, I don't think he knew how to book tag team wrestling.
He doesn't know how to book. Anyway, so it's like, okay, these things, like, the first two go after, okay, fine, all right. I let the first two slide, but for the fact that it's every week they have something new, please. It is not even, it's to King V. Mm-hmm. It's fucking stupid.
I mean, I can see that. I can.
Because granted, I'm not too keen on the Viking Raiders,
I believe.
Yes, because they changed their names like 7 times.
I remember them as War Machine.
That's what I remember them as.
Yeah.
But they're all 4 of them are better than these segments.
Yeah. I agree. But
you like them. You like them. I fucking hate them.
I you know why I like it? Because it's something different than just having them in the ring. That's why I like it. I feel like at least they're trying to do something different with these 4 men, these 2 great tag teams. I feel like you can do 100 matches with these guys in the ring, and it's like, okay, so what? I want to see you do something else. I've never seen the Viking Raiders in this light, and I like that. I like that they're kind of loosening up a little bit and, having a little fun with this, because I think they're having fun with these segments, and that's why they're doing them. I think they're having fun with it. So
I'm not having fun with these segments.
You're not having fun, and I know.
That is my time to get my water bottle, fill it up with ice, either get my libation for the night, get a couple of sentences in my homework.
Yeah.
like maybe we'll take a shot of wheatgrass. And like I would literally rather sit and do math homework.
Yeah.
And you know, none of my classes are anything related to math. I
Yeah.
would rather look for math stuff to do than watch those segments. I hate them.
Yeah. Shout out
Dude.
to all of the people on Facebook and on YouTube. We appreciate you guys on the Jeff Meacham Network. Shout out to Jeff Meacham. We're on that channel right now as well. Not on the YouTube channel, but on the Facebook channel. So Jeff Meacham, a lot of respect for you. Thank you. And yeah,
Get your
shout out
rest.
to everybody. And leave comments. We're on. I can see what's going on and everything like that. So just I see people coming in and out. That's how it is. So stick around. I'm sure you'll be entertained. What else happened on Raw?
So next we have the match that I actually liked. We had Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Versus Billie Kay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know where to start for this because I don't want to give any spoilers for what we're going to talk about later in the match. But this is the first time we've seen Billie Kay in a singles match in a minute.
Yeah.
She picked up the win. Now, a lot of people was like, "What kind of finishing move was that?" That's actually one of her finishing moves that she used in Shimmer. Mm-hmm. The sit out Uranagi called the boyfriend stealer. So I'm really shocked that she brought that back.
Yeah.
I think it's a great secondary finisher. I really like Shades of K, the big boot. I think it fits her a lot better. But she used that in the Indies too. Yeah. So I think it was called Shades of K.
Shout out to Kai and Ty Wiz. I see y'all sharing it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Sorry, B.
I think it was called Shades of K then because I think she was known as Jessica McKay. Yeah. I think that's her real name. Yeah. But moving on. That match was cool. I like that the Icon. Well, Billie Kay got a win.
Yeah.
They were a little more aggressive, and you see. I don't think there was any tension between Bliss and Cross, but
no.
I can't even say that it's gonna be Alexa versus Peyton. We're not gonna get that. I highly doubt that we are. But I will say this. Now that let me not to spoil SmackDown. I'm just gonna say that the Iconics are definitely gonna be the new tag team champions by the summer.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Now I think what happened today kind of secluded that for me.
All right, we'll get to that. I enjoyed.
I didn't hate the match. It was cool. I don't have anything bad or anything good to say about it. It was their chemistry. It was a little off, maybe because Billie kind of towers over Nikki.
Yeah.
So I think the execution of the move kind of looked weird, and that's probably why it looked weird.
Yeah.
But it's an effective finisher when it's done on the right person.
Yeah, I agree.
After that, we had a promo from Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, the one Dominic was in there too, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
So,
anytime V does his long sigh, it's like, all right, I know it's not the V.
Is that my signature thing?
I think it's one of them.
Well, not one of many, but I didn't hate it.
Okay.
It was like a solid promo. Rey Mysterio is a legend.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. Mm-hmm. It got a little awkward when Dominic came in.
Okay, yeah.
To me, it sounded like he tripped over his words a little bit to me because, I noticed a lot of things. But after, I guess, Rey left,
yeah.
Dominic was by himself. He kind of issued a warning. He said, you're a man of scripture. and then he proceeded to say an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that you saved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is definitely going to lead to him debuting as a wrestler. It's just it's going to happen. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe by the summer, we don't know.
I'm leaning towards the summer.
I'm pretty sure that Ray is going to retire soon.
Really?
I think so, or at least step away. I think he wants that match with his son.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if he's tagging with him, or even if Dominic turns on him, I would rather see that.
I was gonna ask you that. You read my mind there. I was gonna say, do you think Dominic turns on Ray?
I think that would be too predictable.
Oh, okay.
But then again, it's WWE and they live in predictable.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't hate it.
Okay.
But I think, honestly, to me, the way this is going, it's going to lead to some kind of tag match with him tagging with Dominic. And that probably will be his last match. And I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because that's basically him passing his torch to his son. So I don't have a problem with that. I didn't hate the whole segment. Dominic just needs to work on being comfortable.
That comes with experience, though.
And it comes with experience. So that's why I don't give him much hell.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate the segment. What you think?
So it's gonna sound bad, but I felt like Ray was forcing. I feel like Ray was forcing his promo. Like, I didn't believe not one word that Rey Mysterio was saying.
You know what?
And I like Ray. I think he's probably gonna go down as the greatest luchador of all time. Like, and I don't think that's a crazy statement to make. Definitely,
it's really not.
Definitely a Hall of Famer, but I feel like I didn't believe anything that Ray was saying. Like, I didn't believe it. I'm just like, okay, like you know, I will never forgive you, Seth Rollins. Like,
yeah, like, I was
fam.
I was trying to look past that, bro. I was really trying to look past that because it was just like,
like, I'm sorry, but it was more comedy than actual, like, me believing anything that Rey Mysterio was saying.
Yikes.
But I know. I'm sorry, but gotta be honest. This is go for the pin here, so I had to be honest. But as far as Dominic's involvement goes, I like it. Okay, I like it. I like the the end of the promo where he said, eye for an eye. That was dope. And yeah, I mean, if Dominic is even half as good as Ray is still right now in his later part of his career, then I think Dominic will be just fine. It's gonna be difficult because anytime you're trying to live up to somebody else's rules, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So
I think for the most part, a majority of the second and third generation stars have done a good job with it.
I'll agree with that. Especially this generation. Like, I definitely agree with that.
I'm honestly more excited for The Rock's daughter.
Yeah.
And I've always said that I'm always gonna root for her because it's just like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, your dad's The Rock, you should be just as good as him. No, I don't think that. I don't think with a lot of second and third generation superstars, it's like, I don't want you to live up to what your parent or grandparent did. I want you, of course they're gonna put the legacy on there, but carve your own path.
Yeah.
As much as I say I'm tired of her, Charlotte has done a very good job of that.
Yeah, I agree.
People say what they say, but Natalya has also done a good job of that for the most part.
I think so too.
Maybe not promo wise. She inherited that.
She's okay at promos. She's not the worst I've ever heard.
She calls everybody a bitch every time.
Man, I'm glad you said it. Yeah. Well.
I'm just like, Okay. Ooh, wow.
I mean,
But
yeah, that means something today. You know, when you use that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm listening now.
I'm just like, oh, okay. But
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
moving on.
Yes.
Okay, Kyrie Sane versus Nia Jax. So I am gonna take back what I said about Nia Jax a couple of weeks ago, saying that y'all are being too hard on her. Sis is start. I'm starting. So
Go ahead, B. You can
she
say it.
hurt Kyrie again,
Yeah.
and it. One has to wonder because I've given Nia the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
because she's been out for so long. Got to work off that ring rust, and my whole thing is now: are you doing this purposely?
So
Are they telling you to do this? Like, I'm confused. Are they reading the dirt sheet saying that you're dangerous and you're acting upon that? And then now poor Kyrie has to suffer because this is the second or third time you heard Kyrie.
so just judging on this last time, I don't think it was Nia's fault. Like this one, I'm not gonna blame Nia for. I feel like, and just having this conversation actually with my pops. Like if you look at it, Kyrie kind of like tripped. Like it looked like she got caught up like with her own feet, and she went head first into the steps. It wasn't like, put it this way, I don't feel like Nia did it maliciously. I feel like that was just like one of those freak accident type things that happened. I don't think it was malicious. The other things that happened, pretty reckless. But with that specifically, I think that was just a freak accident. I'm gonna actually, believe it or not, I'm gonna give Nia a pass for that one.
That's fine. I'm just gonna put a question mark near it.
And let us know what you think. Everybody else watching right now, let us know what you think about Nia Jax. I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on Nia.
I defend her like constantly, but
I know.
Now it's just like, hey girl, what you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? But next, there was a greatest match ever promo with Randy Orton.
Do you not think it's gonna be the greatest match ever?
No, and I'm tired of it. And then he cut a promo telling about he half-assed it at all times of his career.
I ain't gonna lie. I love that part because it was real.
Because sitting there like, okay, and we know like you have-to being in the army, okay, and oh, I said what I said. I don't care.
I know.
Then we had
he went AWOL.
Charlotte. We had Asuka versus Charlotte.
Woo.
It was a count-out finish.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it because it protected the both of them going into, of course it protected Charlotte because that's what they do.
Okay. Asuka was protected as well.
And I mean that too.
Yeah.
But they're gonna anyway. And then Nia came out with the Asuka's makeup with the green mist.
That, yeah.
That actually looked good on her. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I like this from you. Okay, this was cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, this might be a little offensive. But I didn't hate the match. I didn't hate the segment.
Yeah.
But it was just like meh to me.
Okay.
Then we had the main event for Raw, which was Drew McIntyre versus MIP. Jesus.
MIP? MIB? Men in Black?
Here comes the Men in Black. Versus MVP. The match wasn't bad.
Nah, it was a quick. It was like 5 minutes.
McIntyre.
Yeah.
And I didn't really care about it.
I'm not put him in the full Nelson.
Didn't care about that either.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna be pissed when Bobby Lashley beats Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. You're gonna be so mad.
will march. I will actually.
Oh man.
If anybody's gonna beat Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley is at the very, very bottom of that list.
Oh man. Stay tuned.
What you think of Raw? I'm ignoring that. What you think of Raw?
It wasn't horrible. So
Mhm.
I didn't tap out. I watched the whole show. It wasn't horrible. I'll give it a 2 count. Reluctantly, I'll give it a 2 count. I'll be nice tonight. I'll give it a 2 count.
All right, I'll give it a 1 count.
Nope. Okay, let's get this 2 count out of here and put this 1 back up here. Okay.
Get him out. And then we have. Should we do? I'm gonna do AEW first, then do NXT.
All right. Let's go.
So beginning with NXT,
Oh, we're beginning with
we
NXT.
had Hangman.
Wait, we're beginning with NXT or AEW?
Oh, whoa! I said both.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
I had both graphics up just now. I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing?
Yikes! Tonight's brought to you today by Pineapple.
Hey, Emil, what's going on, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Emil, what's up, man? Yeah.
So tonight, that night we doing AEW.
Yeah.
We had Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc.
Okay.
This was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
This match, I have nothing bad to say. This was a really good match. It was done well. I liked the spots. The last call to Havoc, that was really good. It was good. I don't have anything bad to say. What you think?
I thought for a TV title match, I thought it was great.
All right. So next we have Brian Cage versus Shawn Dean.
Mm-hmm.
This was a pretty good match. I think we had John Moxley interrupting.
Yeah.
I think.
I think he came out after. Taz called him out.
Yeah. The match itself, of course, Brian Cage got the win.
Yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say about this match either.
Yeah. I thought it was fine.
It was really
Squash
so
match.
bad.
You know. Yeah.
And I'm gonna move forward. We have no opposition here.
I mean, okay, all right. So all right, hold on before we do that. Okay. I will say this. Okay, so Brian Cage and John Moxley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have Brian Cage lose? You know, because he's facing Moxley, I believe, on Fyter Fest, and I believe that's July 8th. And I think it's 2 days. I forgot I didn't write the days down, but it's like a 2-week event. And that's gonna be the main event for the show, John Moxley and Brian Cage. I don't think we should have Brian Cage losing. And this is kind of what I was saying about Brody Lee, but John Moxley shouldn't be losing the title, in my opinion, right now either. I think MJF is the guy that takes that title off of John Moxley.
I agree.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't. You bring in Brian Cage. Maybe they could have like a kind of a RIP to the legend, a dusty finish, if you will.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. I just love doing that. I'm sorry, I really love doing that.
They could probably have something like that. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know how we get out of this. I mean, there's still a couple of weeks until the match, but I want to see it. It should be intriguing. Brian Cage hasn't worked John Moxley, I don't think. So It's a fresh matchup. I'm all for it. I just don't know how we get out of it.
I can't tell you. We would just have to watch and wait and see at this point.
Yeah. So.
And then we had Colt Cabana.
Boom.
Versus Chris All Lives Matter Jericho.
Stephanie, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm gonna step back from doing this because I have a bias now.
Okay.
So, what did you think of the match?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was a fine television match between two veteran guys. I mean, Colt's been working a long time. We know how long Jericho's been working. Colt Cabana did not get the win here. I'm not surprised.
It's not.
You know, I thought it was fine. Chris Jericho's Chris Jericho. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. I thought it was okay. And I'm interested to see what they do with Colt Cabana now because, you know, they've been trying to get him to join the Dark Order. So I am interested to see where he goes. I was interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on.
Wow. So wait. So all right. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole other conversation, but it's a whole other conversation. So I'm gonna move on to Nyla Rose versus Big Swole.
Big Swole. I would flex, but I don't have the muscle she does. So
I love her.
Yeah.
Big Swole. I'm a huge fan. Isn't Big Swole the one that's dating Cedric? Is married?
Married.
To
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander?
Yes. Married.
Okay, so yes, I enjoy Big Swole. It was a good match. I don't have a I don't have a problem with the match. Of course, Britt Baker interrupted.
The role model.
Oh,
So are we gonna get at Britt for stealing from Bailey, or because we always talk about what
no,
stealing it from AEW?
She did.
She definitely did.
She definitely did. I'm glad she didn't steal the Karen haircut.
Yeah. Can I say she's doing it a little bit better than Bailey is? Is that okay to say?
Yes, because I believe Britt Baker as a heel.
Me too.
I don't believe Bailey. I just don't believe. It is not even because of the hugger character. It's not even because of that. I just don't believe Bailey. Period. Character wise.
Yeah.
Wrestling wise, yes.
Yeah.
Character wise, no.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, she got into a little altercation with Britt after the match. I think Swole lost, right? She via the Beast Bomb, or was it, or maybe a Spinebuster type deal, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then yeah, they had a little interaction with it was Britt and Big Swole after the match. So as far as I know, Britt can't work right now, so I don't know. They're gonna be putting this off for a while, but we'll see what happens. You know, because everybody's conspiring against Britt Baker, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, and that Aubrey Edwards is the head of this whole operation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe it.
Next we have Tony. Okay, I'm gonna fuck up his last name. I'm sorry. Schiavone? Schiavone?
Yes, Tony Schiavone, the announcer.
I just wanted to make sure because I know there's different pronunciations. And I hate mispronouncing names. Yeah. So
Schiavone.
He interviewed FTR.
Oh man! All right, go ahead. yeah, go ahead. Just go
ahead. That was just the moment of the night.
Bro, when he asked him what FTR meant, and then because we know, and I remember when they first got released, they was finally released out of their contract, and then I sent you the video of, and it was Brandy that said it, and I was just like, okay. So for the people that don't know what FTR really means,
can I say it?
Yes, you can. Please do.
Fuck the revival.
That is the real meaning behind FTR, excuse me. Right? They took it while they were still in WWE and called it Forever the Revival because they knew what Cody and the Young Bucks and Brandy and all of them was doing on the indies, right? So I thought their promo was great. I thought, you know, them saying, I forgot which one said this, but one of them said, whose dream match is us versus the Young Bucks? It's not ours. It's not ours. We're not interested in going out there and having a 5-star match with them. We want to punch them in the mouth. Like, we want to beat the Young Bucks.
Which is a mood.
Yeah.
Everlasting mood.
Yeah. I thought it was great. And then Butcher and Blade came out after, and, you know, they got into their little... That's a good first feud for them. Whatever, you know. Save the Young Bucks. What was that?
This was the moment of the night.
Really? Okay.
To me.
Okay.
Because I like the artists formerly known as the Revival. And I think that hopefully in AEW they'll be allowed the shine that they should have gotten in WWE.
Yeah. And I just keep laughing because the fact that Tony Schiavone was like, wait a minute, hold on. That's not what it means. Like, I thought FTR means, and then they bleeped it out. That was hilarious. And they bleeped out Revival, which was funny. Like, that was hilarious.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
I was like, really?
That was hilarious.
So you didn't believe my fuck? But
no, they did. They did. No, they did.
I mean, they did. But it's like the beep. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then you got Jericho saying shit every episode. But that's a whole nother episode. A whole nother topic. Anyway, so let's keep it moving.
Okay, so next we had the TNT Championship match.
Main event, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I had to make sure. Yep. It was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Because that's his name. Or Cody Rhodes.
It is his name.
Versus Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
This was a good match. I don't have anything bad to say. It was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Cody wins with the Crossroads.
Yes. Sick looking Crossroads too.
It was.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh. Yeah. And after the match, Brandy and Dustin, and then the Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit the ring to check on everybody and shit. It was a good match.
Yeah, a nice little baby face, party after, Interesting though, Cody, and we could say this on it, Cody chose to get some color in this match. I'm assuming he chose to get some color in this match, and I don't know if it needed it. I don't think it. We talked about this, I think, a few episodes ago. Blood is important doing it correctly. I don't know if, okay, he's running a company. He can get blood whenever he wants to. Like, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think this match needed it. I mean, you're facing Jungle Boy. It's a babyface versus babyface match. There was no real feud there.
Yeah, it wasn't needed.
I mean, it made sense. He headbutted the stage, and it looked like he really, headbutted the stage. I'm pretty sure it was, you know how he got that, but
yeah,
I don't think it needed it. I think we should save it. Yeah. That was my only critique of the match. It was a good match, really good match. Yeah. But that was my only critique of the match. I don't think we needed any blood in it.
Just because you can bleed doesn't mean you really have to.
Right.
And my whole thing is, if it was like a long feud, if the feud came to head on TV,
yeah,
and this was a big TV match, sure. If it was a pay-per-view match, sure. If it was just a regular title defense, I don't think it was needed unless the stipulation called for it.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So I don't have anything else to say about it. I don't have anything else to say about AEW. It was a really solid show, and I'm just going to go ahead and give my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I was entertained, so it's getting a near fall for me.
Okay. Let's get that up there. There it is. Yeah, we can leave that up there. I'll agree. I mean, I don't think it was as eventful as the week before because you had the debut of FTR. Tyson was on the show. I mean, so it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. I think I gave last week's show a 3 count, but this week I'm gonna give it a near 4 as well.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all. It was. Sometimes when people say it's not bad, they're like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was a good show. To me, it was a really good show. It just wasn't. I don't think it was like, all right, 1, 2, 3, ring the bell, like, We're live.
We're live, everybody.
We're live.
So,
yeah, we're live. It's all good.
Next, we're gonna go to NXT.
Yes, let's get that NXT graphic up there. There it is. I like when things work.
So, I have a lot of words about NXT.
Yeah? Okay. Shout out to everybody online. Appreciate y'all. YouTube, Facebook. Multiple channels. Appreciate you guys.
That was a brother that you missed. But
I missed it. Oh, yeah, I missed it.
You did.
I'll look at it back.
Next, we have NXT.
Yeah.
It started with Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Blasian Baddie, Mia Yim.
Yeah.
The match was really good. It's the match.
It was starting to get really good.
It was starting to get really good, and then the interference, and then it was like a mixed tag match, which was basically might as well just have been a singles match from the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Candice LeRae got the pin.
Mm-hmm.
And
she went for the pin and she got it, huh? Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you have that one.
Go for the.
Anyway,
right, don't worry about it. It's
so Candice got the win. The match wasn't bad. I didn't like the interference. I'm really trying to push through.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I don't really have anything else to say about it.
Yeah, same. I am interested to see what happens this Sunday in that 6-woman tag. I'm sticking by the prediction that we both had. I believe that I think we chose the Hills to go over on Sunday. So I'm sticking by that. And yeah, no problem there. What happened next?
So we had Swerve Scott versus Tony Nese.
Who's house?
Run's house. I was gonna say thought of Run's house. But the match, no more Crown Royal for me. The match itself was really good. I didn't hate it. It was a random match to me, but the match
it wasn't though, because they had that tournament history, because
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was a little bit.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Swerve got the win.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy.
Yeah, me too. And
Tony Nese, though.
Yeah, and I didn't hate it. It was good.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, next match.
Okay.
Was the Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Birch. I might be mispronouncing Lorcan. Versus the returning Breezango. Yeah. This match was pretty good. And Breezango got the win. And I'm very happy.
Got the win.
Who says that right now in 2020?
Right.
I really like it. I like it. I like them.
Yeah.
I'm happy that they're back. I'm happy that they're a tag team again. I'm happy. I'm just happy. I really did. Now they're entertaining.
Yeah.
They're entertaining tag team.
I didn't know who it was when I saw like the graphic and the spaceships and all. I'm like, what is this? Who is this? And then I popped. I literally popped when I saw that was Breezango. I was like, that was dope. And I remember they used to come out with different entrances like every week when they was on NXT. So I think it's cool.
Which is very creative. It's creative.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
If they would give them a chance on the main roster, it'll be a lot better. Because when they
had a chance on the main roster. I will say this:
when they were the Fashion Police, now those segments were fun.
Hilarious. But see, they were doing good on SmackDown when SmackDown was doing good. Like, SmackDown was a really enjoyable show during that period. I think that was like the 2016-17 period.
Yeah, when the original, as some of the women's wrestling fans say, the original 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good match. Breezango got the win. I don't have anything bad to say.
I was surprised. I don't have anything bad to say, but I was definitely surprised. I'm a little shocked that Orny and Danny didn't win, because I feel like, all right, they're a babyface tag team, right? They've been picking up some steam in the last few weeks, and Imperium is a heel team, so I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go with the team that is getting pushed. But no, Breezango comes out of nowhere and gets the title opportunity. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Now the next match was, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm going to pronounce it like the singer because I'll be interested then. Aaliyah versus Santana Garrett.
Yeah.
The match was short.
Yeah.
I will say this. I do like Aaliyah's, I'm just pronouncing it the Arabic way. I do like Aaliyah's The bougie character I still like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it.
All right.
The match itself I didn't really like, but I do see that she's been there for a while, and I see her
Almost 10
showing.
years, B. It's
I,
crazy.
I see her showing a little bit more fire. She still look like Ariana Grande to me, but she lost
Again.
again. I think
To Santana.
this is what I'm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Santana
It's just-
Garrett. I know. Who's talented,
Yeah.
but but I think that this is going to lead. I think they're building a story with Aaliyah where she gets tired of losing and starts like full heel, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with this. I think because didn't Chelsea Green fire
Yeah.
Robert
So
Stone?
before the match, Chelsea Green fired Robert Stone because Chelsea's hot now. So she said, "Yeah, I'm hot now. I'm the hottest I've ever been. That's why you're fired." I was like, "Oh, whoa."
I really think that Aaliyah is gonna be the next person behind the Robert Stone brand.
And she should. I like
So
it.
I think that's where it's leading.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna lead to Chelsea Green versus Aaliyah, which is fine.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with this match. It was just like meh to me. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible.
All right.
Next we had Cameron Grimes versus Bronson Reed. I didn't care about this match.
Yeah.
Put that out there right
Just a
now.
match to get Cameron Grimes over.
Man, I didn't really care about it. So if you have anything else to say, I'm over it. So
No. Cameron Grimes gets the win with the cave in. And but Killer Cross came out after. I wasn't.
Yes, he did.
Came out after it. Cameron Grimes takes the powder, and then he meaning Killer Cross, pronouns pal. He meaning Killer Cross puts. No, he didn't put Bronson in a submission, did he? I think he bumped him. I can't remember. Well, he did something to Bronson Reed. And then he yelled at the camera, in a scary way, and threatened Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, and that was the segment.
Okay, so the main event of NXT, which is actually the moment that I was waiting for. The finals for the Cruiserweight title, whatever. It's Drake Maverick versus El Hijo del Fantasma.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the Panamanian to me.
Good job.
This match was it was good. Now, what I do want to talk about is the ending.
Okay.
I got a little emotional when Drake lost.
Yeah.
I was like very few times that I get, like I said, I've said this before on this very show, very few times that I've gotten legitimately into a storyline. This is one of those moments.
Right.
And for the fact that he lost, it hurt my feelings. It legit hurt my feelings. And then Triple H came out.
Yeah.
And he got a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my feelings about this are as such. Going back to what I said originally, that this may have been a work.
Yeah.
If they were working us and him.
I'll give my opinion after you finish.
If this was a work towards him, I didn't really like it. Working him wasn't funny.
Right.
It's just my personal opinion, especially seeing what's going on right now. But if this was let's say this was a storyline where in reality his contract expired. if it was something like that and we didn't know this and they were working us as fans,
Yeah.
bravo. Bravo.
Yeah.
But if this was one of those things where he was being worked and we was being worked,
Yeah.
low key shame on you, Triple H. But I don't expect much from someone who. I was gonna say something really rude, but I'm just gonna say Pepperidge Farm remembers. God forgives, China doesn't.
Wow.
And
Wow. Yeah.
hey, but that moment, honestly, to see him late, it looked like he was legitimately like emotional about getting a new contract.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm gonna say this: wrestling aside, I'm very happy for Drake Maverick.
Same.
I'm super happy for him because it's like when they first started letting people go.
Mm-hmm.
It was just sad because a lot of times actually they said nobody from NXT is going to be rehired.
Yeah, I heard that report as well.
And I was like, I really felt bad for everybody because it's just like, well, what are they gonna do? Like,
And I didn't like the jokes about like when people were fired from NXT. They're like, well, how does Aaliyah still have a job? Like, you shouldn't want somebody to get fired.
I don't like those jokes either. I truly, truly don't, because it's just like, okay, so what if that was you? What if
Exactly.
you put in your blood, sweat, and tears into something just to be fired because the company that you work for doesn't know how to handle their superstars,
Right.
whether they're developmental or on the main roster. But I just didn't. It was sad all around. But to see something happy come from this particular moment
Mm-hmm.
was very warming. My heart grew 3 sizes too big, and I, I, if this was a work for him, I'm gonna go back to this. If this was work for him, I didn't think that was funny.
Yeah.
But if he was in on it, sure. But if he wasn't in on it, I didn't like that. That was somebody's livelihood.
So,
But
go ahead.
we no. I'm sorry. I just wanted to finish with that.
Yeah. So I think, right, and I don't have any like inside knowledge on this at all, but I think Drake was truly fired. I feel like they already had the tournament kind of mapped out already before he was released, and he was supposed to be a part of the tournament, so they allowed him to work the tournament. But once that video came out, where he was really emotional about it and everything, once that came out, I think the company just said, you know what, maybe we should bring him back. But I don't think they told him. I think because he is a professional and he was gonna do business the right way, they wanted him to, do this tournament, and I feel like he was gonna put over whoever they wanted him to put over, just in case they wanted him to come back, down the line. Yeah. That's how you do business the right way. So they probably didn't tell him, because I feel like Drake was just being a professional. When Triple H came out there at the end of the show, I think that was real. Or if it wasn't real, I don't feel like he knew this whole tournament. I feel like maybe it was like they told him when he got to the building or something like that. Like I don't think this was a whole big elaborate work, you know what I'm saying, that everybody thinks it is. I think it really was, they didn't really want to let him go, but they did and they saw the support that he was getting. So they're like, you know what? Let's make a story out of it and let's bring him back for real. But I don't think they told him. I don't have a problem with it I don't have a problem with it because he wound up getting his job back. One way or another, he wound up getting his job back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they did all of this and then he loses and then still didn't get his job back, then yeah, it would kind of suck. You know what I mean? But he did get his job back.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. So I didn't have a problem with it. I enjoyed NXT for what it was. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as AEW this week, though.
No.
So what are you giving it?
2.
There it is. There's the 2 count right there. I'm with you. I agree. I don't know, man. Like, what's going on with NXT? It just doesn't feel. And this was their go home show for the pay-per-view this Sunday.
Think that's what it was. That's what it was. I'm like, for this to be a go home show, I don't really like it.
Yeah, it wasn't. You didn't have Adam Cole on the show. You didn't have The Dream on the show. You didn't have Charlotte or Io or Rhea Ripley on the show. Like, the people that you have in top matches. Yeah, Killer Kross was on the show, but you know, like for the most part, the top people was not on the show, and it's like, okay, I get it. You don't have to have them on every show, but you would figure they would do something on the go home, right? I know they had a video package. I know. I'm very aware they did a video package on Io and Charlotte and Rhea, and also they had one on Dream and Adam Cole. I know. I get it. I understand, but I think you need to have them doing something in ring before title matches, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
All right, let's get that off the screen. Let's get ready to get into SmackDown.
Let's smack it down. I'm for the fact we were thinking the same thing. Ooh, that's the power of friendship. Anyway, this
and everybody that's still rocking with us, we appreciate it. I know it's getting late. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. It's Friday night. I'll be out.
Yeah, it's Friday. The fuck? What y'all doing? Nothing? Yeah. Playing with yourself? I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me. This is really me uncensored.
Yeah. See, we're a little reserved on Jeff's channel just because, like I said, I know one, we read the room. Okay, we know the audience, and two, and two. You know, it's not our channel, so, you know, we want to be, like, as respectful to guidelines of other people's.
I give full respect to Jeff.
Yeah, so shout out to Jeff. He's been really good to us, like, you know, so I have no problem with Jeff Meacham or anything. Everybody that's asking why we're doing it tonight and not on, you know, tomorrow, you know, Jeff had other things planned, you know, previously, and it's live. It happens, so, you know, we had no problem doing it live here. We're live here, pal. So,
and uncensored. That means I could.
Yes.
I could just go.
Yeah.
But now we have SmackDown.
Yes.
So we have Jeff Hardy cutting a promo. I honestly didn't care.
Wow.
I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. The redemption story.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, is old. It's tired. To me, okay, let me go ahead and say it. To me, it's old and it's tired because it's like I've said this. What, last week or the week before?
I think it was.
You keep fucking up.
Yeah,
you keep fucking up, and I'm not saying that, you know, you're not Chris Brown. It's not like I have complete no hope for you, but it's like when it comes to certain type of problems and certain type of addictions, and I'm just speaking from a realistic point of view, that many people can get over it, but if we're gonna be realistic, there's a chance that someone might relapse. And looking at Jeff Hardy's track record,
it's very possible.
And it's just like the whole redemption story. If this was maybe like 8 years ago, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like,
nah, I hear you.
And I don't say that to be insensitive, but because I've seen people struggle with addiction.
Yeah.
So it's not me being insensitive, it's me being realistic.
Yeah.
Because if at this time, if you don't get it really, if honestly you don't get it together now at your big age,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I want him to. And let me not say this. Let me not. Don't. I don't want anybody to seem like I don't think he's gonna get it together. My whole thing is it shouldn't take that you're, you know, too old or near death to get it together.
Nah, I
That's what
completely agree.
I don't want that for, because I like Jeff Hardy. I've been a fan of Jeff Hardy for years.
I know. I know. Um,
But it's just that the fan was is being a what?
no, no, no. I was gonna let you finish.
Oh, like, being a fan of somebody,
Mm.
and that somebody has an addiction.
Yeah.
You think it's only a matter of time. They're clean. With your track record, you've been clean 4 times and you went back 4 times. It's only a matter of time. Like for example, I'm gonna say this for example. God rest her soul, because I love her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
We know she had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's not a good comparison, because actually, when she passed, she was actually
Clean.
trying her best to recover. She really, if anything, when it comes to alcoholism, I know Jeff's problems go beyond that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to alcoholism, when your body depends on it so much,
Mm-hmm.
and you stop, whether it's cold turkey, it was especially when you stop cold turkey, because apparently that's what she did. Your body's so used to it,
Mm-hmm.
and now your body wants the good things, and you don't die of any you die of complications, but that complications is withdrawal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't want Jeff to get to a point where he's trying to get better, but the damage has been long done.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah.
And what I also don't like is them using, him driving drunk and stuff like that for a story. Even if he signed off on it, I think it's insensitive. And I said this last week. You don't want him to be triggered to the point that he relapses.
Yeah, I get that. So because they're going with this whole thing, he was set up. Like obviously that's what it is, that they set him up. And then he didn't actually relapse or anything like that. Yeah, he signed off on it. I can understand people being a little offended by it, and they people that think that it's too soon just because Jeff's still dealing with his demons. It's not like he's over. See, if this was like he had been sober for 10 years now, and now they want to do this storyline, then okay, I can understand that. He just got arrested, like a year ago for DUI and all of that. So, yeah, I could see that point. I thought the promo, just going back to SmackDown, I feel like the promo was good. I thought it was a good promo from Jeff. Sheamus comes out there, and I thought Sheamus had a good reply, but again, it's a little dangerous because those trigger words, right? Junkie and things of those, like, that can be very, very dangerous. So
yes, that I didn't like. It's just the wording. I just didn't like any of that. I'm sorry.
I think they're trying to get. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think they're trying to elicit that emotion though. The fact that you feel uncomfortable with it, I think that's what they're trying to get from you. I just don't like that it's at the expense of a human being. Like, we're dealing with an actual human being that's still going through these problems. Is it? See, people like, oh, it's just a storyline. It's just a storyline. Okay, on television, yes, it's just a storyline. It's not real. But in reality,
some people it's for life.
Exactly. It's his actual life that they're basing a story on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little. This isn't. Yes, the story that we're watching is a fictional story, but it's based on real life events. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like a slippery slope. For that storyline. So I could, I'm kind of indifferent on it. Like, I do like some of the aspects of it. Some of the aspects I'm like, maybe you should pull back a little bit. But Either way, we get Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy at Backlash, so we'll see what happens there. What else happened?
All right, moving on from that because child. It was Otis versus Baron Corbin. Don't care.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I thought it was fine. Otis gets a win over Baron Corbin. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. He got Mandy Rose. Otis is on top of the world right now.
I don't like either person in this match, so
okay, we can move on. I like Otis still.
Moving on.
Okay. Well, all right.
We have Lacey Evans versus Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
This match is okay.
Just okay. I thought it was solid.
I thought it was solid. That's what I mean by okay. I really still like heel Sonya.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I see that Sonya's going after the blondes. I guess Carmella is next.
If she's still blonde.
If she's still blonde. But Mandy Rose came out and
she was on
Sonya
the screen.
got hit.
She was on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
She was there.
Yeah.
In spirit. And distracted her, and Sonya got hit with the women's right for the win.
Yep.
Sonya has been showing out.
Yeah.
Since she's really turned heel. I think with enough exposure that she could be a champion in the future.
Yeah. That's it.
Now, if you're gonna push an MMA girl, push her.
All right, so about the match, I give Lacey. I'm gonna ignore that. You're right, but I'm gonna ignore that. I thought Lacey took a beating. I mean, and Lacey each week she's impressing me more and more. She took a beat. Like Sonya beat her from pillar to post. You know what I'm saying? And she toughed it out. She toughed it out. So I'm gonna give Lacey. Sonya made her work for that win, even though, the heel got distracted, which I have no problem with. I have a problem when the baby faces get distracted because the baby faces aren't supposed to be distracted, from outside interference. So the fact that Sonya, the heel, was distracted by Mandy, perfect, and Lacey picks up the win via the women's right. No problem with it at all. I thought that was textbook booking, and we're not done with Mandy and Sonya. I'm watching the Sonya and Lacey match, and I'm just like, Mandy really lost this feud against Sonya. Like, she lost, and I'm just like, what is wrong? And I've mentioned this before. What is wrong with WWE when you think about logically, right? You want your baby faces to win the feud in the end. That's what wrestling is usually based on, the good guy or the good girl prevails in the end, right? Well, a lot of times that doesn't happen, and I'm not, and obviously in life, it doesn't always happen like that, but
because look at what's happening now. And,
right. But I liked it. I liked it.
I don't think they're done with each other.
No,
Mandy and Sonya,
not by a long shot.
And I'm okay with that. I like this being like a secondary feud. I like this being like a side feud. That's a non-title feud. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I really, really like it. And, I honestly haven't had a problem with Sonya coming out on top.
Right.
I honestly haven't.
Because I don't have a problem with it if they're not done with it. If they're not done with it,
they're not.
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't think they're done with it. I think that's a feud that's a feud that can go on and on.
Could, yeah. And maybe
it could. I doubt a title will be involved.
I was about to say that.
It can go.
I was about to say that I think Mandy has already expressed that she's going after the championship this year. Like that's what she wants. That's what she wants to do. So I could see them getting a title involved somewhere down the line. I could see it happening. Definitely. Why not?
Now, that feud can end with a title match, or it can end with a title feud. I
Yeah,
don't have a problem with that.
same.
If it ends, it ends. What I don't want is them getting back together. Maybe not now.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen for a long time.
That's fine. Maybe 2 or 3 years down the road,
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. But now, no.
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. It was cool.
Yeah,
The next thing was AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
yeah,
Um, that moment, and then AJ Styles versus Drew Gulak.
Brian had a good promo. Brian had a really, but Brian always
Yeah,
has those good, fiery babyface promos. So
yeah. I don't have a problem. What about the match? What did you think about the match?
I thought it was cool. Drew Gulak gets a win over AJ Styles. Little surprising, but that leads me to believe that next week.
I was shocked. Yeah.
It leads me to believe AJ's getting the Intercontinental title next week. That's what I think now, because he just lost to Drew Gulak. If he wasn't getting a title, I don't think he would have lost to Drew Gulak, who just signed a new deal, last week? So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it was a solid match. Everybody in this particular segment is super talented.
yeah,
So I have nothing bad to say.
yeah. Same.
So if you want to move forward, I can move forward.
Yeah, keep going.
So now we have the New Day
Yeah,
with Chad Gable, because I'm not calling him Shorty G,
yeah. Yeah.
versus Shinsuke Nakamura, who should be a main eventer, Cesaro, who also should be a main eventer,
Cesaro, I'm with you.
and
Shinsuke,
Mojo
should he?
Rawley. Yeah.
He had a shot.
But Vince, the only reason why Vince didn't really see it because his English isn't the best. But that's Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Anyway, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, 2 main eventers, and Mojo Rawley. And they got the New Day and Chad Gable got the win.
Yeah. I was fine with it. Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have too much to say about it.
Now we have the main event.
Here we go.
So we have Alexa Bliss
Yeah.
and Nikki Cross, Bliss. Alexa and Nikki
Yeah.
versus the Boston Hug Connection, or Sasha Banks.
That Boston Hug. Yeah.
Sasha Banks versus Bailey with her son Jaden at the ringside. Sorry, that was rude.
Yeah, it was.
So, okay. Okay, maybe my sides are like a signature thing. What did you think about it, Mike? I'm gonna let you go in.
So
on
the
it.
match. I thought the match was okay. I'll even say it was good. It was fine. I didn't think it was as sloppy as some of the other matches I've seen lately, and maybe that's because of the talent that's in the match. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the match. Yeah, I'll give my thoughts on the aftermath, like what this means now. But yeah, the match was fine.
Oh no, we're gonna get to that because I have words and feelings.
Okay.
Okay. So we got new tag champs.
Yes.
At first I was confused. Like, was that supposed to happen?
Yeah, it was supposed
or it was after, it was like a miscommunication from. Well, let me not say miscommunication. It was when Bailey tried to steal Sasha's thunder.
Yeah.
And get the win for herself.
She had Nikki Cross in the bank statement, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And then, Sasha pulled Bailey into the corner, tagged her, hit the bank statement, and Nikki tapped.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. No.
No.
Let me go back.
Nikki didn't
tap.
tap.
There was there was a rollover. There was like a pin,
So Nikki
and then another pin
reversed
by
it. Yeah, Nikki reversed the bank statement
and then
into a
another
roller.
pin by Sasha. There you go. I had to think about that. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, Sasha had it in a
Yeah.
crucifix, and then yeah. Her, me, and Nikki Cross. I know pronouns. I know Vince McMahon would hate me. He'll be in my headphones right now. Pronouns, pal. Who's she? Who is she? God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, so
That was terrible.
new tag team.
New tag team champs. I was trying to fight through it. New tag team champs. So I guess this was put to further the issues between Sasha and Bayley. I don't think Sasha and Bayley are going to last one title defense.
That would be right on brand for Sasha Banks, but that's a whole nother story.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna last a title defense. If they were smart, and this is WWE talking about, so we're gonna take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
If they were smart, they would book a triple threat tag team match between Bliss and Cross, the Iconics, and Sasha and Bayley. I mean, I'm way ahead of you, bro. Way ahead of you. If they were smart, they'll do a triple threat.
Yeah.
Because are they still doing rematch clauses? I don't. Sometimes they do some.
Yeah.
I don't.
WWE rule.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I think this is gonna lead to Bliss and Cross wanting a rematch, and then the Icons is like, whoa, or Billy Kay would say, "You gotta be joking
me." Yeah.
And it'll lead to a triple threat tag team match, and the Iconics winning. I don't know. Well, let me say this. I think they're probably going to push this to Backlash.
Yeah, I can
because Sasha and Bayley are going to be the women's title match for the summertime pay-per-view.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. How about you?
So I was shocked. Okay, but you know what? In the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, they're putting the tag team title match in the main event of SmackDown, and historically, that usually means there's gonna be a title change with the women. Usually, if they're putting them, for the most part, if there's a title involved with the women, historically on SmackDown, I mean, we saw it with Bayley when she beat Charlotte. You know, they put it in the main event, and I was like, oh, Bayley's getting the title. You know what I'm saying? So, usually, it happens.
Usually.
So I was like, okay, man, we might actually get a title change here tonight. But then I'm like, okay, but you know what? Bliss and Cross are in a feud with the Iconics, so maybe they're not going to get the titles. I was happy. You know, Sasha Banks finally has a championship again. So, I was happy about that. I think you're right about it just leading to more tension, and it's gonna lead to a big blow off match for Bayley's SmackDown Championship. They might get a little short run. I don't think it'll be long. Like you said, it might not be the first defense that they lose it at. You know what? It might be, because Vince would do something like that. Just because Sasha Banks is involved, he would do that. He would definitely do that. Just because he knows how much she hates the fact that she's never been able to successfully defend a championship.
That's cool, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah. So I mean, and I could see the Iconics eventually getting those titles. I just don't think it's gonna happen right away. I think they're gonna build it up, and Iconics are gonna get to the point where it's like you said, Billy's gonna be like, "You gotta be joking me." Like, is that how she says it? Anyway,
you gotta be joking. I can't do an Australian accent. Sorry, everybody in Australia.
Me either. But they know what we talking about. Yeah. So I'm interested. They got me. I'm interested to see what happens with these tag team titles. I mean, the tag team titles have been a joke for the most part. So which I thought they would be. Those titles were literally created for Sasha and Bayley. So now they got the titles back that was created for them. Like, when these titles were first even discussed, I was like, why are we going to do a women's tag team division if they can hardly focus on the division they have now? So now you want to add even...
They can hardly do a male tag team division.
That's what I'm saying. They don't focus on the tag team division, period, male or female. Like, so you want to add another championship, and then people are going to be mad because the focus isn't on these championships. And it's like, okay, well, you should have known that. They don't book tag team wrestling well. Like, I don't care if man or woman, they don't book tag team wrestling well. So, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. That was pretty much SmackDown.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Now, I do want to go back to that particular title, the women's tag team championships, I guess.
Yeah.
I think, if you build tag teams and make them credible as a tag team, because there's a lot of women that are doing nothing.
Yeah.
So even if they get a tag team title reign, at least that'll give them something. Like, if you build it off of, because they had Carmella and Dana. Then they had they had Carmella and Naomi, Carmella and Dana, and then it's just like, pick. If you're gonna make someone a tag team, make it work. There's enough women on the roster to have a singles division and a tag team division.
There is, but there's not enough TV time. It just like. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Sorry. No, you go first.
Now I was just gonna say, yeah, you do have all these women. You have all these women. You got all of these men. You don't have enough TV time, right? So it's not feasible. You have so many people on the roster, but just not enough TV time for everybody. Everybody's not gonna get television time, and it's like that's the problem that I see with having all of these championships. If you want to have a women's tag team division, first of all, like you said, they need to establish actual teams, not just teams that's going to be like makeshift tag teams for like a couple of weeks and then they, are not even discussed. They need to have established tag teams. But the thing, like I said, the problem is there's just not enough time for everybody. Now some of the argument could be, all right, well, stop pushing people like Charlotte and maybe you'll have have time. That's a fair point. See, I see it on both sides. That's a fair point.
Don't show dedicated to Seth Rollins.
That's a bit. Those are fair points.
I mean, they have. I don't think the argument is that they don't have enough TV time. Is that they can't focus on more than one or two superstars at a time, that's their main problem. Because my whole thing is, if I'm writing, let's say I'm writing for Raw.
Yeah.
Okay. So, boom, we got the tag team division. We're going to build up a big tag team. Excuse me. Sorry. Defend champion.
Yeah.
I'm grown.
Yeah.
We're live. But, we're going to build a tag team division. Okay, y'all going to fight for these titles. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let's say it's too many teams. There's a way you can work it out. You can have a main title feud. You can have a side tag team feud. And you can turn that side tag team feud into a main title feud. And then when it comes to the women, you have the champion. And then you have a couple of challengers. Okay, we can do one-on-one or triple threat or fatal four-way. Or, because since the women's tag team championship, could be defended on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. You can have some type of tournament. You can have things for everybody to at least have a majority of the roster be involved. You have your mid card. You have the United States title on the Raw brand. You have the Intercontinental on the SmackDown brand. Then you have the main title, the Universal title, and the WWE title. You can have people set up in the main event. Yeah. You have your mid cards. You have your upper mid card and your mid card and your lower mid card. You can. It's just that they don't have the capacity to write for wrestling, and I'm going to say this again, the people that are hired for WWE do not know wrestling. They don't know how to write wrestling. They don't know what to do with these influx of superstars. You can build. I can sit here and think of at least 10 storylines right now that would fit at least half of the Raw roster.
Yeah.
Plus 205 Live.
I hear you.
I could sit and I could sit. I would, if you want to hire me, WWE, okay? Because if I can help write for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, I'm just gonna move Kevin Dunn out the way because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and then I'll find $1 and throw it at Vince McMahon so he can go look for it.
Oh man!
And it just have me and Triple H.
Yeah.
You know, we find something for Stephanie to do, because ... And
okay.
you can just sit and write a wrestling show.
Yeah.
I can think of so many storylines that we can do. That not everybody does have to be in the main event. And I understand that. Not everybody's built for the main event. You know, some people are just mid-card.
Yeah.
Or if you, give them that chance, give them that moment, and see what they can do. And if they do well, push them up to the main event. And if not, you keep them at, in mid-card.
Yeah.
There's tag teams. I could definitely write for the women.
Yeah.
Because nobody's doing it, clearly. So it's so many things that you can, so many side views that you can do that even if you can't fit it on the main card, you it's the reason why you have main event. If they still have main event, if they still have superstars, you can build. You can still build stuff up. You have NXT. It's my whole thing. I think it's a laziness that just comes with it.
Yeah.
And that's just me. It's just they've gotten so complacent on being the number one wrestling company, is that they've gotten complacent with their writing and they've gotten lazy with their writing, which is why the product that they give us is not as good as it should be.
Yeah. I mean,
that's my.
Yeah, I don't have too much more to add to that. I think you're right. You didn't rate SmackDown yet, so would you?
Oh. SmackDown, gonna rate it 2 count.
There it is. Okay. Okay. So you enjoyed SmackDown more than you enjoyed Raw, because I think you gave Raw 1 count.
I did enjoy SmackDown more than I did Raw.
Okay.
But I always enjoy SmackDown more than I do Raw.
SmackDown's usually an easier show to watch as well. So. That helps.
Yeah, it's easier to digest.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. Yeah, 2 count for me as well. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was amazing, but I didn't think it was horrible. So yeah, I think 2 count will suffice. And yeah, that's pretty much all we have for this week. Unless you want to add something else.
No.
I think we gave them a lie. About an hour and a half. Yeah. What's up?
Quick plug. I guess follow me at @KingV_the_ruler on Twitter and on Instagram. It's the same thing on both. My page is private for Twitter and for Instagram, only because the okay, we can talk about it, Ancestors. The races have been all up and through my mentions, and I've been blocking them left and right.
Yeah.
And I just put my page on private because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Because then start searching IP addresses, and then we don't want that.
Yeah.
Because I'll be on the news. And shout out to the young man that decides to call me out my name. And come to find out, you live in my neighborhood.
Oh. Whoa. Yikes. I think we should hit some air horns. Oh man, where's the air horns? Wow, there it is.
Shout out to you because you don't want to see me outside. You don't want to see me inside either. Um,
You'll hear it back.
yeah, wrestling honestly has been an escape.
Yeah. And that's always what it's been for me. Like even when I was a kid, wrestling's always been there for me. Like
it's been an escape, especially this week.
Yeah.
Since everything has been heavy.
Yeah.
And I have nothing else to promote. Follow Mike at his
DJ Mike
accounts. Go ahead and say your personal social media accounts, because I forget.
Yeah, no. It's at DJ Mikey Q on Twitter. My private. Okay, whoa. My page is still public.
Okay.
It's not private yet. Whoa.
All right.
My bad. But yeah, at DJ Mikey Q on Twitter, Mike_EQ on Instagram. Pull it together, B. Before we go, gotta promote Jeff Meacham at Jeff Meacham and at Jeff Meacham at J Meach Podcast on Twitter. So make sure that you guys follow him at Jeff Meacham and at _Jeff Meacham. Sorry about that, Jeff. At _Jeff Meacham on Instagram and at the Jeff Meacham Network on Instagram as well. Facebook is Jeff Meacham Network, and on YouTube, Jeff Meacham and Anchor, Jeff Meacham Network. I think I got everything. Support Greg Cherry Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Aftermatch Wrestling, they're part of the Jeff Meacham Network as well, I think, but they're definitely part of the NX team. So over at NoDQ.com, shout out to NoDQ.com. Support Aaron Riff. Teesprings.com/Jeff Meacham hyphen stores. Just go to the Teespring store and you'll find Jeff Meacham up there. Same thing with Greg Cherry. They're all good people, so I wouldn't get up here and promote anything that I didn't really believe in. So
Awesome.
So shout out to them. And yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the longest.
Yeah, this was a long show than
I expected. Look, I hope y'all entertained. I hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, for supporting us. Thank you, Jeff, for always giving us a platform. Continue to rest.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you. And before we get out of here, I just got a couple of things to say.
Okay.
I want to say a few things. Stop killing us. That's number 1.
Yep.
Black Lives Matter. That's number 2. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this gem, and that's nobody's meaner than Tamina.
Good night, everybody.